Hey guys, Dan Blewett here. So we're going to talk about mental training today, and I want to specifically talk about the belly breath and what that can do for you as a young pitcher. So before we get started, I want to strongly encourage you, hit the red subscribe button, subscribe to my channel. I put out tons of pitching videos, mental training stuff. It's only going to get better, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and get notified when I put out a new video. So today, the belly breath. This was something that was important to me in my career. I got really roughed up, and if you listen to my podcast, Dear Baseball Gods, tune into episode 13. You'll hear about how I got absolutely humiliated by a coach following a couple bad outings, and what I did to turn my career around from that. And one of the things I did was I learned to meditate, and one of the things I learned in meditation was the power of the belly breath. So the belly breath it's the way that little babies breathe. It's basically your stomach goes out and in, kind of like a bellows, those things that blow air into a fireplace. So most of us now as adults breathe from our shoulders. And without me getting into like the functionality of breathing, because I honestly don't care that much about the functionality of breathing, and I really don't care about like the health benefits of a belly breath. What I'll tell you is when you meditate, the ideal thing is to count your breaths and to push your belly in and push your belly out. So I was counting my breaths as I sat there meditating on my career, trying to improve my outcomes and visualize myself pitching well. I would sit there and I would go 1, 2. And as I sat there and I got better at meditating, and I sat there belly breathing for 20, 30 minutes at a time every day for a couple years, I'd sit there in this incredibly relaxed state. I would melt into the floor. I'd start to fall asleep sometimes if I was tired. But when I got my feet wet in meditating, I got very, very relaxed. It put me in this very great, calm place where I was in control of everything. And that's over time I learned to visualize, and I basically played myself as a video game on the mound. I watched myself in my head go out there and just dominate everybody. And as I did that, I would sit there breathing from my belly. And what this does is when you go back out on the field and you find yourself in trouble, whether it's bases loaded, no one out in the second inning, a couple runs are already in, you're like, crap, if I give up another hit, it's 5 runs for the day and I'm going to get yanked and my day is over. Or, big run on third base, big hitter up, 2-0 count, and you got to throw him a changeup. Can you relax enough to feel calm and execute that changeup? When we all feel that pressure, like, oh God, I've got to locate this pitch perfectly, that pressure is what gets in the way of us making quality pitches and executing. So the role of the belly breath was to bring me back, was to basically imagine like a helicopter comes down and just grabs me, extracts me from the battlefield and takes me out of there. The belly breath was my way of extracting myself from that pressure situation. So as I'm out here, bases loaded, best hitters up, no one out, 2-0 count, I'm screwed. I'm going to throw him a 2-0 curveball, and if I miss, I'm 3-0, and I got to throw him a fast one to hit a tank. Before my pitch, I come set, belly breath. And I would just feel, it would just take me back to that tranquil place, like my place, where I'm in my head dominating, and this guy's a chump, and I'm calm, and I'm relaxed, and I can execute under pressure. So I would come set, I would take that belly breath, and I'd feel the calmness and the confidence wash over me, and then it was time to execute that pitch and let that guy at the plate know that he's nothing compared to me, right? That's what meditation, that's what the power of visualization does. And the belly breath was a tool for me to use that in the game. So even if you don't start a meditation practice, and I highly suggest that you do, start taking a belly breath when you're out there on the mound. It's just your way to let yourself know, this is my time, I'm going to calm down, I'm going to get my confidence, and I'm going to execute, all right? So just a little mental tip that I wanted to share today that you can take out onto the mound or take into the batter's box, take anywhere really in your life, use it to get your confidence back when you feel it slipping away.